I've shot with two-person crew and a phone. I've also stood on a set for a national broadcast event with 40 people reporting different departments. The scale changes. What doesn't change is this. If you are new here, I'm Nadeem Ahmed and I have gone through first film with a 1k budget to my past latest film 50 lakh. Here's what years of both taught me. Production is where every decision from the pre-production gets tested at once. Your script, your budget, your schedule, your location, your gear, everything. None of it stays theoretical once the crew shows up. If the planning was strong, the day feels almost boring in a good way. If the planning was weak, you find out in front of everyone. The biggest misconception in filmmaking is that the production begins when the crew arrives. It begins the day before. Batteries charged, card formatted, gear checks twice, props packed, all sheets sent. I stopped trusting memories for this a long time ago. Not because I have a bad memory, because a missing microphone doesn't care how good your memory usually is. On one particular set, my production assistant overlooked a critical CPU needed for a specific scene. That single oversight derailed our entire schedule, costing us half day of production time. That's the whole reason checklists exist. Not because filmmakers are disorganized, because even organized people forget things under pressure. Early on, I thought a better camera would solve most of my production problem. It didn't. Planning and communication saved far more shoots than any piece of equipment I have bought. Once everyone's on set, roles splits, production runs logistics, directors own the story, DOP shapes the image, sound protects the audio, and light sets the mood. On my early projects, that was me and one of my two friends trading has all day. Here's the part that actually matters. The workflow doesn't change, only the head count does. Remember that. Every scene follow the same shape regardless of the budget. Blocking first actors, walk through their movement so everyone knows where things happens. Lighting adjusts to that blocking, camera locks the frame, lens focuses the exposure, sound does a final check, and one more rehearsal. Then camera rolling, sound rolling, and action. After the take, director decide if it's keep or a repeat. The series is called Filmmaking in the Age of AI. So let's be specific about where AI fits into the production, not where it hyped with it, where it's actually fit. I never enjoyed the paperwork side of the job. Call sheet, production notes, turning a script into a short list, summarizing a 2-hour prep call into 3 usable action items. None of that made a single film better. It just had to get it done. That's the work I hand to AI now. Not that creative decision, the repetitive one. Think of it like less like a director and more like the most reliable production assistant you have ever worked with. It doesn't get tired, it doesn't forget, it also doesn't have a taste, so the decision still stays with you. AI can write a call sheet, it cannot tell you which shot actually served the story. That's the judgment you still need to. Whether you are running a crew of 20 or it's just you and a friend with one camera, the fundamentals don't move. Good planning makes for smoother shots. Smoother shots make for a better film. Production was never really about pressing record. It's about turning everything you plan into something that actually happens. If this is useful, subscribe. I will see you in the next video.